Police killed 3 murder suspects in KZN. 49 Afrikaners are expected to arrive in the United States this evening, and Televangelist Timothy Omotoso's rearrest could be an opportunity for justice. These are the stories that made headlines today. 3 murder suspects have been killed by police in Amawoti in Inanda. It is believed that the suspects are linked to a gang that has been terrorizing the community and its surrounding areas. The incident comes after police arrested 4 of the most wanted suspected murderers who have been terrorizing the community since June 2024. Police spokesperson Colonel Robert Nshawunda says firearms have been seized at the scene.
And our intelligence, together with cooperation with community members, led us to this house here, where as our members approached, the suspects fired through the window to the police. Police had to return fire. And after the shootout, the suspects, 3 of them, were shot and fatally wounded. And each of them were found with a firearm. Of interest is that one of the firearms has this particular cartridge that we have been picking up at many crime scenes in Amawoti. We had not found that firearm, so now we have found the firearm with those cartridges. Now we can be able to link the suspects with all those murders where we found that particular cartridge.
Moving to this, Afrikaners are expected to arrive in the United States this evening. They heeded to U.S. President Donald Trump's call to relocate to the U.S. as refugees while accusing the government of discrimination against them. But coming home won't be easy. DIRCO spokesperson Crispin Piri says international laws and the laws of refugees will make it hard for these refugees seeking refuge in a new country to engage the country from which they claim persecution.
Implication for them is that in terms of international law and refugee laws, that you then revoke your refugee status in your host country, because as you can imagine, even the word itself, refugee, it suggests that you are seeking refuge in a particular country. So you can't be seeking refuge and then all of a sudden decide, let me go back home, have a braai, and then go back to X country where I'm safer. It defeats the purpose of you being protected and under refuge of a particular country.
Moving to this, woman arrested for setting Kelly Smith's house on fire has been granted 500 rand bail. Monique Kekane allegedly torched Smith's house just hours after she and her co-accused were convicted of kidnapping and child trafficking. She appeared briefly in the Vredenburg Magistrate Court. Kekane defended her actions, saying she was driven by emotions and anger when she allegedly attacked Kelly Smith's house.
I did it for all the mothers out there, because there are still people who are... There's a cousin of mine that is still missing for over 16 years old. When we don't know, as a family, we don't know where she is now. And why I did it, I wanted just to show myself the community where the child is. Because she knows where the child is, and she knows the child is not dead. She knows where the child is. Just wanted to open her mouth, because we are also mothers. So I did it because I'm also a mother, and I was also arrested, but I learned from my mistake, and today I'm here with my child.
Staying in your courts, gender-based violence activist Caroline Peter hopes that the recent rearrest of Televangelist Timothy Omotoso will bring about an opportunity for justice. Omotoso returned to the dock once again, this time accused of floating immigration laws. There's still disbelief over Omotoso's acquittal of sexual offense charges. Peter slammed Omotoso for still being able to be in the country and preaching, citing it as a slap on the face to a country battling GBV, but also the victims in the matter. Finally, Tiger Brands has announced that it will be making settlement offers to specific people who suffered damages after contracting listeriosis from its products. Claimants include those who contracted or whose mothers contracted listeriosis, families where the breadwinner died of listeriosis, and those whose dependents contracted the disease. The payment offer is subject to certain conditions. This is your eNCA Daily News Wrap. For more on these stories, visit eNCA.com. Follow eNCA on X, Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, and YouTube for more on these stories. Keep the conversation going. Until tomorrow.